Hello everyone, this is Teripper, and today I'm going to be bringing you a basic overview of the Chivalry Medieval Warfare Team Objective maps as part of the Chivalry Blood and Coin Championship Tournament, which takes place August 1st and 2nd, with a prize pool of over $1,000. Check out the link in the description for more. This video is for anyone and everyone, including new Chivalry players, grizzled veterans, and curious spectators who have yet to take their first steps into the blood-soaked world of Chivalry. With all that out of the way, let's get to the maps. First up is Dark Forest. Apparently, the Mason Order has a thing for dead people because the first two objectives on this map involve the Masons pushing a cart full of rotting corpses. The Agathians, being the pompous soldiers they are, can't have a bunch of smelly dead folk clogging up their water supply, so they've got to stop it. If the Agathians fail, they have to defend the royal family, who thought it was a good idea to barricade themselves inside little caves. Real smart move, guys. And by the way, why do you guys look like medieval hobos? I thought you were royalty. My personal favorite map, Stones Hill, is where the Agathians make their final stand against the Mason horde. But first, the Masons have to get through a horde of peasants. How ironic is that? After slaughtering the filthy peasants, the Masons must bash down the Agathians' door. The Agathian king, not to be called a coward in his finest hour, takes up arms to defend himself against the invaders. Of course, half of the time, the king will just run away and throw his subjects into the Masons like meat to a grinder. But what else are minions for? Next in line is Cove. The first objective has the Masons shooting big black balls at Agatha's front door. After they penetrate inside, you'll never guess what comes next. That's right, a cart push objective. Once the Masons get the battering ram right up to the door and smash it thoroughly, it is up to the Agathians to defend the worshippers of their temple, their rock-hard bodies, and their erotic library. If the Masons are tired of being limited to the front entrance, they can open up Agatha's rear by pounding on their back door until it can't take anymore. This will also allow the Masons to come through the back as well. Alright, enough with the sexual innuendos, because now we're partaking in a castle assault. In the first objective, the Masons must ruin the day of some Oregon Trail settlers by burning their caravans. After that, they need to punch a door down. Great craftsmanship, Agatha. And inside, we'll find the peasant in his natural habitat. A strange, majestic creature. Here, one is employing its primary defense mechanism, running around like an idiot. It's not very effective. After the Masons bring down the blubbering fools, the predators look up the food chain, towards their king. The king is a great bearded warrior ready to protect his herd. Or just his beard. Honestly, his beard and the entire kingdom are of equivalent value, which is why killing the king and presumably shaving his beard is the only thing that will win the Masons the objective. Just look at that thing. Outpost is our next destination, and this time the Agathians finally man up and go on the attack. They start by burning some tents before heading into the murky forest, where they utilize a completely new and unheard of tactic, pushing a cart. This one doesn't even seem to have a purpose because it just gets stopped anyway. But that's not important. The Agathians lop down the next door and then they have to stand on top of a tower to capture it, as well as face a boss battle against the Mason Chieftains. These guys make the Goombas from Mario look like the bosses from Dark Souls. Smash them, and the game is won for Agatha. In our next map, the Agathians keep up their rampage, assaulting a quiet little castle on the side of a hill, creatively called Hillside. First, the Agathians must burn a pyre, signaling their navy to open up a can of whoop-ass on this wall. Afterwards, the Masons must defend their trebuchets. These things have been overpowered since Age of Empires, so since the Masons don't have any machine gun cobras lying around, protecting these siege weapons is their best bet. If the Agathians can take down all three trebuchets, they can then turn the enemy's weapons against them by shooting down Mason ships with the ballista emplacements conveniently facing directly towards the Mason fleet, which is also skillfully sailing around in circles. My guess is the brilliant Mason chieftains are steering. Last, we have shore. The Masons are back up to their peasant-slaughtering, hut-burning ways at the start of this objective, and after they've run amok in town, it's time to assault the castle. This time, they need to shoot the drawbridge chains to open the door, using the ballistae the Agathians so generously put right outside their castle walls. If they run their kingdom with the same amount of genius, I can't imagine why people would want to rise up against them. If the Masons breach the castle, they then have to destroy a bunch of lion statues, because art is for nerds, and they want to show off their mad fists of fury. Last, the Masons must take the Agathian flag and hop on their getaway boat with it. If all this was just for a flag, it would have been a lot easier to just make their own, but oh well. Don't judge them, they don't know any better. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a cursory look at the team objective maps that will be on offer in the Chivalry Blood and Coin Championship Tournament. Don't miss any of the action on the 1st and 2nd of August by following the tournament's official Twitch streams, which can be found in the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and see you at the tourney.